In this program, I'm going to show you some of the methods that we use to train horses from novice level through to advanced level. They're not necessarily all my own ideas, but ideas that I've gained through years of international experience, training with other trainers, watching other international riders, and putting together a method that suits my horses and my way of riding.
Maria Gunther began as a leading show jumper, becoming Germany's national ladies champion, and went on to be even more successful as a dressage rider, winning to the highest level of Grand Prix Special. Her late husband was one of Germany's top trainers of the 1960s and early 70s. As a trainer, Maria's reputation is growing internationally. Besides giving clinics in Germany, she travels extensively to England and the USA to coach dressage riders. Judging is her most recent activity. Having only started 10 years ago, she rapidly qualified to the highest level, being made an official international judge in 1986 and has since judged worldwide. Maria Gunther's training revolves around classical methods, and fundamental to this are what are known in Germany as the scales of training. As the chart shows, the 6 principles are rhythm, suppleness, taking the bit, impulsion, straightness, and collection. The first to be worked on are rhythm and suppleness, the basic phase. At the next stage, when impulsion is developed, then the primary principles are suppleness, taking the bit, and impulsion. And the final phase is when collection and self-carriage are developed through impulsion, straightness, and collection. These are the principles that are worked on throughout this program, which is aimed at riders who often have to work by themselves. It's designed to show how to correct the horse from working the wrong way, and the 4 horses you will see, from novice to medium standard, having been carefully chosen to demonstrate how Maria goes about helping the riders to achieve this. We shall start by showing some short extracts which demonstrate good natural paces as Maria explains what she is looking for.
The most important point in teaching horses is the rhythm. You need it in all 3 paces. Walk, a 4-time beat, trot, a 2-time beat, and canter, a 3-time beat. You only get the suppleness out of a good rhythm, and that your horse is taking the bit in a constant way. The trot is a very good 2-time rhythm, with a swinging back, looking for the hand of the rider, with freedom in the shoulder. The walk is in a clear 4-time beat, with activity, overtracking, and taking the bit in a symmetrical way. The canter is in a true 3-time beat, covering ground, taking the bit in a very good way without leaning on it. So, from the beginning, pay attention to ride your horse from behind, because the motor of a horse is behind.
This is the youngest and most novice horse on this video, but he has exceptionally good natural paces. He will do exercises to develop the bend, to make him more supple, and encourage him to take the bit. He will then progress to straightening work. Before starting the exercises we see, he was properly warmed up.
To get the suppleness, the second scale, you have to work on the bend of the horse, to get the bend around your inside leg, and not just a bend in the neck. So we start with loops and serpentines. For the first, start with a big single loop, and when he takes this, go on with double loops. The main thing again is that the horse keeps the rhythm and learns to accept the bends on both sides around your inside leg. And 2 loops next long side. In the loops, use your inside leg and keep outside leg on the horse, that the quarters can't swing out. He has to bend around your inside leg. She doesn't use enough her inside leg, so the horse is evading the bend. We repeat it now from a different angle, and you can see exactly how the horse is going sideways instead of bending. So we will correct it next long side.
Just get the bend to the right. So, now keep in left leg on to the, yeah, that's better.
Now you can see how the horse keeps the bend and is not stepping out. Another very good exercise for making a horse bend and become supple are loops on center line. The loops should be of equal size, so the horse learns to bend equally.
So you will see a horse really has to learn from the beginning to take the outside rein and your inside leg to get the bend around your inside leg, like he shows now. And turn left. And walk and pet your horse. If your horse shows resistance in his neck, you really have to ride a lot of transitions, and you can help yourself to ride these transitions. I show you now. Nikki, just trot on and walk. And this is a very, very important moment. When you go back from the trot to the walk, you really, you don't have only to pull in front and to say, oh, he's walking now. And you really have to ride into the walk from behind. Use your back and close your legs, that the horse is really taking your aids from behind And your first step, the horse should take really the reins in front of you. Yeah, do it again. Just sit so that he really comes out and takes your aids. And again. And with the time you will see the horse takes it better and better. Another thing, of course, now canter out of trot. And trot again. It's the same. Now the first step should be a really good trot step. Well done. And again. Yeah, he was a little leaning on in the moment. That can happen with a young horse. But you should immediately correct it. It always can happen, all these things. But the main thing is, if something goes wrong, correct immediately, that the horse knows, oh, it was wrong, and now I have done it well, and you pet your horse.
The horse really has to learn from the beginning to take the outside rein and your inside leg, to get the bend around your inside leg. You know how difficult it is to make a horse straight, that a horse keeps the hind legs in the same tracks as the forelegs. If you ride a horse on a normal track, he is often hanging to the outside. That's why you should use the second track.
So he has to keep on the second track, and you have to use the outside rein and inside leg to keep your horse straight. Later on we will do it in canter as well. And of course, a lot you should work your horse over center line. That's very important, because if you start in novice classes and on lower classes, you really have to enter on center line. It's the first thing a horse has really to go. Center line again. Turn left, and the same to the left. Second track. Now you have to keep your horse on the right rein and left leg to keep it straight.
To get straightness, you need, of course, impulsion. And you can see now the horse stepping underneath and with activity.
Well, we try to show the same in canter. We will see if you can keep your horse straight already. Keep inside, Nikki. Use inside leg and outside rein. And you know yourself how difficult it is in a test later on if you are asked for medium canter at the long side, how difficult it is really to keep your horse straight. Later on, of course, you have to think about a little like shoulder in canter.
Now we start with a little sideway work. If you start sideway work, you never should ask for too much sideway steps, because a young horse can't keep the balance and listen.
Keep your inside leg on and outside rein. Turn left and trot. So stay here in a big circle. Just we tried, Nikki. Out of this corner, or just ride a volt in the corner for the first to get the bend. And out of the bend, very straight forward, not too much sideways, half pass. So, just sit back, keep left rein. Your outside leg back, that he is crossing forward in a good rhythm, and straight on, and straight on. That will do. And then again a little half pass to the left. Well done. And straight on. And you do the same in trot. Don't ask for too much sideways. Just start for some meters, and in the moment you feel your horse is losing the rhythm, straight on again. A horse can get his rhythm again in straight, and you start again a little half pass. So, Nikki, collect the trot. Next corner a volt. Out of this, half pass, but very in forward, not too much sideways. Now you can see how the horse is lacking rhythm in the half pass, and he gets it back by going straight on. Now this horse has worked with the basics. Let's have a look again at the scales of training. He has worked with rhythm, is supple, taking the bit and developing impulsion. Yeah, and pet him, very good so. Very good so. Well done. And walk. So, he gets his sugar now. Well done, well done.
This horse is a year older than the grey and has been training longer. Therefore will be asked to carry out more advanced exercises. As before, Maria shows what to do when things begin to go wrong and works through the problem.
We will be concentrating now on the phase when we develop impulsion and go on to the phase when we develop collection and self-carriage. When your horse really gets the basic work with the rhythm, looseness, and is taking the bit in a constant way, then you need to develop the impulsion, because you never get a collection without any impulsion. You need impulsion for collection work, for extensions, and of course for transitions, because the transitions must be forward. If all these things are really good, you will not have any problems later on to teach your horse other exercises or difficult movements. So, Mike, just change speed a little in rising trot, working trot, and sitting trot, collected trot. Only for some steps, collected trot. So you get from the beginning transitions a horse really should take before you start working him.
So you can see the difference between some collected steps and the working steps. So just sitting trot, Mike, and open side of the circle, a volt to the left. If the horse resists the outside rein, if he tilts his head, then we have to correct it by doing out of a circle a small volt. Then your outside rein becomes the inside rein in the volt. So with this exercise, you develop suppleness, the bend to both sides, rein contact to both sides, and elasticity. So you could see the horse takes both rein to both sides. Now, of course, you can do another thing. Just canter, Mike. So you get all these things at once. Canter, and now over there, trot. You get the transition. And a volt to the left. You get the bend to the other side. And circle to the right and canter again. Keep left rein, sit back and get the inside hind leg. That's very important, that the horse really gets the inside hind leg out of the volt to the other side. Just again, just have a look. It's very important. So, now sit back, keep left rein, outside rein. It is a very good transition. You can see how the inside hind leg is coming underneath, and the rider is allowing the horse to step through. He is giving the inside and keeping the outside rein. And from the serpentines with sitting trot over center line. This is another very important thing, because you really can work a horse in warming up with the basic work. So now in sitting trot you activate the hind legs, and rising trot in the bends again. And sitting trot to get the hind legs again, you get the hind legs and a transition as well. So just a little more in the bends. Mike, do it again, back from here. More working trot in the bends and a little more collection over center line. So, that's it. And now working trot. That's better now. It is like half a halt. And you know, half a halts are so important in dressage riding. You need it really for introducing half passes, for introducing volts, for nearly all things. And it means to activate your hind legs in the moment by your seat, straight on, by your seat, and you close your legs to get your hind legs underneath, and the horse gets bigger in front. Don't only pull in front. He comes down the center line again to check the straightness. You should very often walk between your exercises, because walk is the most important thing in a test. You have the coefficient. And so, Mike, just write diagonal extended walk. And a horse should, in the moment you give the transition to walk, the horse really should, in this moment, relax. So, that's a very good walk. He keeps the rhythm, he is over-tracking, and he's stretching his neck. And the walk work, I only wanted to remember that it is important again to write a lot of walk between. So straight on, medium canter, and a transition to walk. Good, so stay here on a circle around me. And now I start a little working with the bend. Very often I do it just, I prefer just with young horses to do it for the first in walk. So a little ounces in. Keep outside rein. Take your outside leg back on the horse. Be soft with the inside. Take and give the inside rein and try to get the bend. So again a little, Mike. So, yeah, go on that we can see it. So, now straight again. Use your inside leg now. So a horse learns from the beginning to listen for the first to your outside rein and then to your outside leg and to your inside leg then. Always keep a soft contact with the outside rein. That's the most important thing. The outside rein and inside leg. So do it again once more. Make him loose there. So, well done. Straight. And then we try it in collected trot. So, and ounces in. Make him loose a little, when he's a little against, like he just did. And just move your left hand a little and make him loose there. So, again, Mike, keep outside rein. And straight, and straight. So, now give inside rein. So, and you can see how he's stretching on your hand. He's taking your hands without leaning on. Just change through the circle to the other rein. We do it for one, twice to the other rein. And walk. I only want to show in walk for the first one time that will do when he takes. Good. And straight, inside leg, collected trot. And ounces in. Yeah, be loose at the inside rein. Don't hold him in front. So, that's better. And straight again. And straight again. Pat your horse, pat your horse. And again. Half a halt, left rein. Good. And straight. He takes the bend around the inside leg. His hind legs cross and he still keeps
a very good rhythm. Now we try some shoulder in. So we start with waltz. When you start shoulder in, only ride a few steps. If he loses his balance, just ride straight on again.
So again a volt and shoulder in, half alongside. It's a very good preparation for the shoulder in later on, because in the volt you already get the bend. So keep left rein inside leg. Be loose or soft with the inside rein. So, very good. And straight on, and straight on. Out of the next corner, half pass right. If you start to half pass, just half a halt, sit back, outside rein. Yeah. And walk for a moment, pat him. It's very important. If you introduce the half pass, do it with a half a halt at the outside rein. Keep soft the outside rein and be soft with the inside. Because a horse which has to go a half pass to the right, if you go with your inside hand over the witheret, you absolutely block the right shoulder of the horse, which really has to come out in this direction. So keep outside rein, be soft with the inside, only that he can keep the bend to the right, and be soft because this shoulder has to come out this way. That's a very important thing. So avoid again in the corner. So you get the bend. And shoulder in, half alongside. Half a hold outside rein now. Inside leg, be soft inside. Good. Straight on. The same again. So it's always important again with volts between to get suppleness and to get the elasticity of a horse. And shoulder in. Straight on. So now change rein in collected trot. Now I want to show the same work on left rein, because the horse has difficulties with the bend on left rein, and I would like to show what to do it better. So avoid in the corner. You get the bend again. Out of the volt, half pass. And in the moment you lose the bend, avoid again. Just ride a volt again to get the bend again. Correct the horse in this volt. And half pass again. And walk. Mike, just show shoulder in walk. So. And now try to get the bend to the left. It called Rangwehr. So now keep the horse should giving in at the outside rein, and the left rein he really should take now with very soft pull. So you get the bend to the left. So trot, Mike, collect the trot, and the same in trot. Shoulder in, and just change direction to the other side to a Rangwehr. So you can see. And make him loose at the left rein. He really, so. It's a very, very good exercise, really to get the horse loose and supple to both sides. In the transition to Rangwehr, the horse takes perfectly the change of bend. Now he shows a full half pass, but in the beginning the horse doesn't take enough the rider's outside leg. He corrects in the second half and his bend is a lot better. Mike, a double half pass again to X and back. Oh, it takes much better now the bend. And now the transition. Keep your horse straight. Now half, keep left rein now, left leg back. Well done. And walk and pet. Now another thing I would like to show you. You need in your tests half pirouettes. Mike, just stay here. And quite a good thing, of course, for the first is what we have done already and you have seen on a circle with ounces in. And if the horse takes this later on, just start from the track with a quarter of pirouette. Just straight on, Mike, and just show a quarter of pirouette. And inside leg, and straight on. One more over here. Yeah, so now try to, in the moment the horse showed a little resistance in his neck. So now just try, Mike, a little with your hands. Just a very soft lead in front. Only that he keeps his head more down and is not against your hand and take him round. Just sit back, keep him with your back, outside leg back, and with your inside hand take the front legs and give inside rein now. So, okay. Because a horse learns to, in the moment for the pirouette, to listen for the first to your outside leg, to turn the horse. And in the moment your horse turns round, your inside leg has to come, that the horse goes straight out of this again. Later on you need it for canter pirouettes, it's the same. I start a lot with quarter of pirouettes for the first, that the horse learns to listen to your legs, outside, inside leg. And you have seen he showed a little resistance, but in turning round you have just keep outside rein, soft, but give the inside that the horse can really step out straight on again. Just show it once again. So, yeah, straight on, and half a pirouette now. Keep outside rein, take him around you and keep him going well done, well done, pet your horse. The horse keeps the rhythm, takes the bend, and there is no resistance at all. Now we start a little with canter work. Collected canter and stay on a circle. So in canter work it's the same now for the first change speed a little more and shorten to get the transitions. Do it again. Just push him out of your back, give inside rein a little, be soft, but keep the outside rein and keep your inside. So, well done. Now give inside rein, give inside rein. Because a horse has to learn to carry himself. And you really only get it if a horse is coming from behind and you can be loose in front with your hand. So, once more, medium. And back, outside rein, inside leg keeps the horse going. So take and give inside, well done, well done. So come around me. And with a horse who takes all these things, you can start a little with ounces in canter for later on to ride pirouettes. Just, it's the same with the walk pirouettes, keep outside rein, sit back, keep the horse in front of you. So, well done, well done. So it's a horse and walk. The horse has to learn for the first to take all his weight on his hind legs. It's very difficult to a horse, but for the first he has to learn this before you teach later on pirouettes, because it's the main thing that the horse is really sitting on his hind legs. And collected canter again. You have horses sometimes, they're losing in this, taking in ounces in. The impulsion. That can happen. So I show you another thing what you can do to correct this. Ounces-ing again. Good, straight on. Medium canter. Come on, a little more, Mike. So, that the horse gets loose in his back again. Now collect him again and ounces in. Well done, well done. So he's absolutely coming underneath now. Straight on, medium again. Good. You really should do, if you were working with a horse, with these collected exercises, 1 or 2 long sides, medium again. Medium again, come on. And collected trot and walk. So for the end, I would like to show you some medium trots. This horse hasn't got the balance now to really keep an extended trot all the diagonal. So the most important thing for a young horse is the move off out of a collected trot. And this you really get by riding a volt before, because the horse in this moment has to bend, so he gets looser in his back than out of a straight start. And you get the hind legs in the vault from behind. I show you now. So, collect the trot, avoid in this corner, and out of the vault, only some steps medium. So, now it's the moment, sit back, close your legs and so. That will do for the first. Collect the trot again. Turn right. Avoid over there.
It is important to change the rein not always in extended trot. Otherwise the horse will anticipate.
So, and rising trot. Come on, a little more, working trot. And at the end, let your horse stretch down. So, longer reins, Mike, longer reins. Let him stretch down. Give him reins. So, longer reins, longer reins. So, that's it. Pet him, pet him. So, now a horse should really swinging in his back, taking the reins without leaning on like he does now, in a really good rhythm. Walk and pet your horse. Well done, good boy.
How many horses are out of work due to injury or infection, and how often could this be avoided? Abnormal heat is a fundamental indicator of inflammation caused by damage, strain, or infection. The infrared microscanner senses that heat even before your fingers can feel it. It works by measuring and comparing temperature and provides that essential early warning of trouble. Faster veterinary diagnosis and faster application of treatment means quicker recovery, fewer withdrawals, and less disappointment. Help keep your horse sound and ready for competition. Prevent small problems becoming large ones. Save money, save time, save disappointment. For more information about the infrared microscanner, contact Equestrian Vision.
This bay horse has advanced to include work on flying changes, but in the following sequence he will show how the walk can be used for loosening up at the start of training sessions, and then for the development of the bend, suppleness and taking the leg.
This horse has a very good walk, so you can use it for warming up. If your horse's walk has problems, you shouldn't do too much work in walk.
So you should start with a little ounces in to get the bend, that he is listening and straight again. Now Lucy, straight over, medium, and again take him back a little and ounces in. So all these things, transitions, the bend, you get with this exercise. Make him straight again, change reins a small diagonal and let him extend again. Very good. He's over-tracking, he's absolutely relaxed. Shorten reins and a little ounces into the right. Now keep left rein, your outside, just very soft inside, get the bend. Straight on and medium again. because these transitions are so important for later on in your tests you have to write. In the moment you come out of an extended walk and you shorten reins, a horse shouldn't wait for something what is coming now. And you only get it by this exercise. You do a half pass or ounces in, then medium again. So the horse will never learn to wait if you take him back to a collected walk. Oh, what's going on? I have to trot or I have to canter on. So, now a half pass to the right. So, keep left rein. The horse is over tracking. The horse gets the bend. Lucy, straight on. Avoid to the left. Now you get the bend the other way. Keep your left leg on. And out of this half pass left, exactly. Well done. Straight on, medium walk again. Very good. And shorten reins on the track, a little shoulder in.
This is in a very good 4-time beat, taking the bend in a good outline.
Center line, half pass, right again. Keep left rein. Very good. When you arrive the track, avoid to the left.
I like to do this exercise because the horse has to change the bend out of the half pass right in the wall to the left, again to get suppleness and bend.
Oh, well done, well done. Good, and straight on. So now we will do a little rein back. At P, turn left. Just halt. So, very good. So, some steps, rein, back. Put both legs on. Well done, well done. Good. And halt.
The horse is doing very well, but the rider's legs are too far back.
You always should ask for more steps than a horse is doing in the test. If you only do always 4 steps, the horse will later on, after 4 steps, stop. So do some more. But with a young horse, which is just a learning rein back, you should, of course, only take 1 or 2 steps and pet your horse. And because you can't expect that a horse is going straight away 5 or 6 steps back. And another thing, with a young horse sometimes, you really have to lean forward a little bit if you start the rein back, that he can use his back for the first in stepping back. Other horses, I think, they like to run back. Then, of course, you have a little to sit against So the horse can't run. You have to keep your horse with your back. So extended walk again. And all these things, of course, you can do with your horse in trot later on. Very good. So one more diagonal. Lucy, small diagonal that we can see. Over tracking. So when you arrive the track, collected walk and turn right, straight over to the track. Collect. Now just shorten. But in the collected walk, you should keep the impulsion, the activity, out of the extended trot. Don't get slower with your horse. Keep his activity. It's only the horse gets shorter steps and is coming and is shortening his neck.
In the collected walk, the horse should keep the rhythm and activity out of the extended walk.
So, and one more diagonal extended walk. Very good. Collected walk. Turn left.
The horse really has to learn from the beginning to halt and stand still. It is just an important part of his education that he learns to stand.
If you correct your horse, especially a young horse, perhaps he puts his leg there and then you try to correct him, he wouldn't put his leg here, he would do the next step there. So don't correct a horse too much on the spot, just ride on again and halt again and try your correction by halting again. So another thing, Lucy, just walk on, just here on a circle. In the beginning, if your horse shows a lot of resistance, I think you can help a lot with transitions from a walk to halt. So, Lucy, just halt. Good. So now try to keep your horse like this on the bit, and when you walk on, just out of your back and close your legs and keep a soft contact in front. In the moment your horse is giving in, you will be soft with your hand. And halt again. Good. And walk on again. That's it. And if you do this a lot, you get your horse on the bit and he will take your aids. So, Lucy, one more extended walk.
So you really can see a very good extended walk. So we will finish there.
The last horse is working at medium level, and in the following session, work is done towards the development of collection and getting the horse to take more of the weight on his hind quarters.
This is a very good horse, and he learns very quickly. And you have to be careful not to ask too much too soon.
Just trot on. So I only want to show now what you can do also to get the bend and the elasticity to both sides. Nikki, next time you come around here on the open side of the circle, a volt to the right. So, now keep left rein, inside leg. Well done, yeah. And to the left, and immediately a little ounces in. It doesn't matter. We do it again in a minute. So, and straight again, pat him. So, the same again. Of course, it's a young horse, and if you take your outside leg back, in the moment he was thinking about canter. So, with your aids a little softer, just keep right rein. That's it. So, he does. Well done, well done. Brav, good boy. So, Nikki, the same, a volt to the right. Out of the volt, turn right and come here on a circle again. Now you do the same to the other side. Just down here, ounces in. And you see, the horse takes it. It's nothing. So, he keeps the rhythm, he takes the bend a little, open side, a volt to the left. So, now he has to take the bend to the left and to the right again, half a halt left and ounces in again. Now he has to take the bend out of to the left, to the right. Well done. And collect it, canter. So a very good thing to active hind legs, to get hind legs underneath, a little like shoulder in canter. So keep left rein, it's the same. Keep your inside leg on. And straight on. Well done. Brav. Good boy. And again, a little. Keep left rein, inside leg. So, and collect him as much as you can. He has to learn. Well done. Good, good. Center line. Nikki, a little half pass, but it's in forward. Keep counter canter. And a simple change.